back to the channel. I am Amulya Sharma, your education counselor. In this video, we are going to talk about the living expenses in Germany for international students. So let's begin. So if you are someone who is about to move to Germany or who is thinking about moving to Germany, this video is for you guys so that you can budget it out and you can plan accordingly. So first we have the tuition fees. So that is pretty obvious. You're going there for your higher studies, right? So most of the German universities in comparison with other universities throughout the world have a very low tuition fee or no tuition fee at all. But if you get admission in a private university, you will need to pay the fees, right? Since 2017-18, the German government decided to charge a fee of around 1500 euros from the students who are not from Europe. And every student needs to pay a semester fee before the semester starts, and it ranges between 100 to 350 euros. Now we come to living cost, and that is the main thing that you came here for, right? So living costs for international students include a lot of things because you want to manage, you have to manage everything on your own, right? That's why we'll cover all these points here so that you can get a brief idea about how would it be. So the first and the most important living expense is the accommodation cost. Accommodation is a place where you live in and the price you pay for it, the rent, right? So the German government says that the average rent for the international students studying in Germany is around 323 euros. But that is not the case. Why? Because it ranges from place to place. It ranges from which place you are taking that flat or that room on rent, right? Like in Munich, it is above 700 euros, and in some other place, it is around 300 or 350 euros as well. So that is why you need to choose accordingly. You need to have a good search before you move to Germany so that you don't face any problem when you move there. Next expense is your food expense, and that is also a basic necessity that you will need to pay for when you move to Germany. So in comparison with all the top study destinations like US or UK, Germany is quite cheaper. So you can expect to spend around 50 euros in a week if you are a person who does not consume a lot of meat or at all, and you want to cook your food on your own, because milk and groceries and everything is produced in Germany itself. They depend on agricultural products more and they do it all by themselves, and that is why the cost is pretty low. But yeah, it also varies from place to place in Germany. For example, in Hamburg, the cost of 1 liter milk is 0.69 euros, and in Munich, it is 0.82 euros. So yeah, it varies from place to place, but if you are good on cooking by yourself and you can do it all very good, then you can manage your weekly expense up to 50 euros per week. Next expense is your travel or commuting expenses in Germany, and that is also something that you will require throughout your study period and after that as well. So there are plenty of public transportation services available in Germany, from intercity trains, regional trains, tram services. You have all of it, and you can reach any part of the country through these transportations on a very affordable budget. The DAAD says that a single trip of a bus or a tram service may cost from around 1 to 2 euros. And the average monthly expenditure on the travel through these public transportation services might range from 80 to 90 euros. And if you book a ticket for a train for a trip to somewhere, then it might cost you somewhere around 20 euros, considering you booked the ticket in advance. One can also invest in travel cards, and that are pretty affordable if you are a regular traveler. If you need to commute every day from place to place, then you can get it done. So you won't need to buy tickets every time you're using these public transportation, and I guess that's a good idea. And just to give you guys an idea, the monthly travel card cost in Munich is around 66 euros, and in Frankfurt it is 89 euros. Next expense is your healthcare cost. So the German government says that every student who is enrolled into a program exam in Germany, every international student too needs to have a health insurance card. And if you're under the age of 30 and you've not completed your 14 subject related semester, then you need to pay a tariff of 110 euros per month. Now coming to other expenses, and these expenses do not include in the basic ones, but they are also the things that you might need if you're going for a higher education in Germany. So the first one is your academic expenses. So apart from your tuition fee, you need to buy books, right? You need to study on something. Also, a lot of students buy new gadgets like tablets and mobile phones to keep up with the technology and what is going on around. So on an average, students might spend around 20 euros on the academic books and stuff, and an average cost of a mobile phone in Germany is around 429 euros. The next one is internet. So internet is something that is very important these days, not only for studies but also to connect with others, to connect with family. Being an international student, you will miss your friends and family, so you would want to connect to them. So you need to buy an internet connection, so you can get one, or you can buy an internet plan in your mobile itself, or you can also go to your university or college and get the free Wi-Fi there. Now the next expense is entertainment. It is something that is not necessary, not basic, but it is something that you need for yourself to relieve from the stress of the week, right? So you would want to go out and watch a movie, hang out with friends, watch something on Netflix. So in Germany, you can also avail various student discounts on cinemas and theaters, etc. So the basic price of cinema after a student discount is around 6 euros, whereas a theater ticket might range from 6 to 30 euros. And a museum ticket might range from about 2 to 8 euros after the student discount. Now, the final expense that I want to talk about is clothing. So clothing is something that you will need to spend on in Germany, as the temperature is quite cold as compared to other countries. The climate of Germany is considered moderately continental, and the average temperature is around 0 degrees Celsius. So if you are not in the habit of such cold weather, so you will need to have some warm clothes for such cold weathers for surviving this weather. So that is why you need to spend on warmer clothes. But in Germany, the cost of clothing is much cheaper than other neighboring countries in Europe. So you can expect an expenditure of around 40 to 50 euros. Okay, wait. So don't go anywhere, because now we're going to talk about how can you save. How can you manage your expenses really well being a student in Germany? So the first and the easiest way to save money is limiting your food expenses. I'm not telling you to cut on your food and go on a diet. I'm just telling you to cook your food yourself and do not depend on junk food or food that you buy outside. Buy cheaper, good quality food. Buy seasonal fruits and vegetables, because they are very much cheaper and they are lesser on chemicals. Also, when you're buying clothes, a 70% discount might seem tempting, but do not buy more than you require, because this makes you spend more than you needed to. Stores in Germany charge you for plastic and glass bottles, so you can always collect all of those and return it to the retailer so that you can get the refund back. And lastly, you can search for a part-time job to manage your everyday expenses apart from your tuition fee. So yeah guys, that was it from my side, and I hope this video helped you to understand how you are going to spend in Germany being an international student, and also how you can save. Don't forget to like this video, comment down what you think about it and any other topic of video that you want us to make, and subscribe to our channel, because we bring informational content for you guys every week. Thank you. Bye.